Ladies and gents, welcome to Burning Theta, the YouTube channel that helps you trade stocks and options. This is not any advice, so please don't take it as advice. Merely a glimpse into what I use to trade and make my decisions when I am trading. So if you have not seen and you are new, you're using some Webull or Robinhood apps to make your trades, I've created a video on the indicators and other free charting software that I use for beginners. Let's get started on this options play that I mentioned in this video. We had earnings week, as you can see. Monday, May 20th was a little shit stock auction. And then we had Tuesday. What drew me to Tuesday was that we had several retail clothing stores hitting the market, and their earnings was before the open. Now, this would give us a glimpse into what's going on in the retail sector as far as clothing goes. We have Nordstrom and Urban. Now, I chose Urban over Nordstrom because of a few different reasons. Urban had some really questionable, I guess, guidance going forward, if you want to call it that. I noticed this article, or one of these articles, that Urban Outfitters had said, hey, we're going to ask consumers to pay $88 a month to rent 6 items from their local retail chain. Now these customers will have to send this stuff back, all that. And so we're going to be renting clothes for $88 or $15 a garment per month. Now think about this. People get pissed off when Netflix goes up $1. And this is more than a cell phone bill. At internet, probably combined. $88 is not a good way, especially when you're talking about renting clothes. It really doesn't sound good. It's not gonna work. I can guarantee you that much. This is very poor guidance in a day where innovation and of ideas and creating a market edge. This is really going down a rabbit's hole. They're gonna end up spending a whole ton of money, and things just aren't gonna work out. I can almost guarantee you that. So with this news, it's absolutely ridiculous. They are getting grilled online as well. I pulled up StockTwits. None of these, I'm not affiliated with anything. I do visit them. Urban making their entire line available at rent-a-centers across the country. Puts, sell signals. I mean, people are just crucifying Urban Outfitters in the comments. On top of that, it's down $1.61, almost 6% in after hours, and I think we're going to really see this thing fall. So with that said, I went ahead and bought $727 puts because I knew, or I had a great feeling that this thing was going to flop. Then I went ahead and I noticed that the Urban $23 put was extremely cheap. I think I paid $10 for that. And then I noticed the Urban $22 puts were extremely cheap, so I purchased about, I don't know, $100 worth of that. So we've got an investment here, and what I want to go ahead and outline is the fact that you can see that how much this thing's dropping in after hours, and that doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. Typically, after hours trading is very low volume and price points are heavily manipulated. So you could see how this stock went all the way up to 27.11 right before the earnings dropped, and then crashed down several dollars. So we really saw a big fall right there, and this is going to get really ugly for Urban Outfitters. But what you can kind of see here is I based the research for this options put trade I'm making off the news. And also, I looked at their 5-year trend, and I kind of looking at this thing, and it just seems like it's trading sideways. I think we're going to see this stock go back down to about the $18 a share area, maybe 15. It seems like whenever this thing tanks, it just kind of drops down into that ballpark. But this is a whole nother animal. We're talking about renting clothing. The amount of overhead that's going to cost to get clothes washing facilities so you can rent these clothes out, shipping, employees' time to handle returns, ship things out. They better be getting these clothes for $1 a piece. It's just such a bad business decision. I feel so bad for some of these long-term investors of Urban Outfitters, but maybe not. If you're investing in Urban Outfitters, maybe you should reconsider, obviously. So with that said, let's take a peek at some of the indications and what we could have done to maybe prevent something like this from happening. Uh, I'm not seeing anything. We'll go down to a month chart. And to be honest with you, looks can be very deceiving in this case without the news. And it just goes to show you that you cannot always rely on indicators. Is it a good time to buy? Yes, it is. At this point, according to the RSI, we're looking at very low level RSI. And the MACD is about to frickin' cross and dump. It's very evident of that now. It was kind of setting up. I think we're going to see some downward trending on the MACD. Volume, if you look at that, I'm seeing a lot of red in here, guys. It's just not looking good for the past months. Other than that, the 10-day is well under the 50. We can see that. So if maybe earnings wasn't happening right this second, this might appear to be a good play. It's trading sideways. It's on an upside down swing. So we'd be looking to go to some top side, maybe around the $33 level. But not anymore. This is going to recover big time. Next earnings, I guarantee, is going to be an absolute bloodbath. So I will watch this stock for next quarter as well. Maybe try to short it again. Anyways, so this is kind of an outline of my Urban Outfitters play. Today's 521. We'll see what happens when the market opens up, how I end up doing. I could end up losing money. I might not. Chances are this thing's heading down in the right direction. So we got that going for us. But if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. It says there's no need for me to subscribe to myself, but I'd feel a little bit better if I wasn't the only person talking on here. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night, and hope you kind of got into my psyche as I went through my decision making on why I went short and bought a put on Urban Outfitters. Feel free to subscribe. We're going to be playing some more earnings and maybe pull a couple swing trades here. We'll have another video coming right up tomorrow. It will we'll see how I ended up doing on the Urban Outfitters puts. Until then, safe trading.